Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Illusion of Gaia and the sixth and final door. Let's get through the rest of this thing and be done with it already. Ah, no, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Yeah, here we have options. We can bring Shadow here, though it's not required. You can use the drop-down points throughout this area, though I would recommend against it because it's substantially easier to figure out where you're going if you avoid the, all of those points, all the drop-down points, and you just notice how that one and that one look different from this one. You can go through this one. So yeah, if you just follow the doors, you won't have any problem at all getting through here. All you need to remember through this area, and I made sure, to check ahead of time, was, as soon as you see a door, go through it. And as long as you follow that logic, and, pretty much just follow what I do, and one of them, that's it, just one enemy there, you should be fine. And this entire run is pretty much a straight shot to the end anyway. Not like you can get lost here. Come on, thank you. Yeah, you can kill them. It's easier with Shadow than it is with Will. Ah! Finish him off. That one off. Ah, there's one there too. And the final HP boost in the game. We have full HP. We will never get more. Yep. Game. Oops. I don't have a pop filter, but it should be fine. New mic is quite a bit better than the old one, as I'm sure I've mentioned before. Now, here is the only area where, at least I believe this is the only area where there's any slight variation in the pathing, because of, there's actually multiple paths here. And of course, they loop back on each other, so I wouldn't worry about them at all. Go away. All of you die! 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 Now, there should be 2 enemies left, and I believe they're both down here. Yeah, an invisible guy there that you could barely see, and another one of the knights or guards or whatever. And we get a defense boost. I think that's the last one of those in the game too. And yep, that's pretty much it. That's all we got. Don't have a red jewel taking up space in my inventory right now. Now, here we get the hieroglyph stone for the 6th time. Yeah, we know we don't need fanfare each time. Alright, let's jump in. Now, there was a guy up here, an explorer, and when we were up here before, he mentioned something. He mentioned that there was a trap in this room that involved sound. Is there going to be another option for me to play a new tune? Without a sound, huh? It says walk left, but I want to go up, or down, or right. Okay, I'll go left. Okay, now we're stuck. And who is this strange dude with a mohawk? The Jackal. After basically being absent from the entire game, our villain is finally coming out. We're going to have an epic showdown with the Jackal, the guy who's been tailing us this entire game. It's basically, he's half our reason for running. Comet's Light. Power to change body shape. Bow at your feet. Trick me into this? My father spoke from a flute and told me to do this. My mother's spirit rose from a burning pig to tell me to do this. King Edward didn't tell me to do this. And of course she's, shocked and dumbfounded that her father, who threw me in jail first time seeing me after about 2 seconds, was evil. Go figure. Yeah, they're all pretty greedy. Anything for power. Well, A mercenary isn't necessarily evil, he just does whatever he needs to in order to get money and survive. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of what I said, you know. That's all they really need. And I guess we're going to go back to where this journey really began. Except I've got, you know, multiple personalities, and some of them are starting to surface again. Play the flute. Yeah, I told you, or I hinted that we might be able to do this here. So, unlike my usual choice when it comes to songs, I'm not going to, you know, go for something softer, something... Most of the songs I picked were either, you know, melodies from other games, you know, they were specifically songs in those games, you know, like the track from Zelda, or, you know, anything that was really short or that had a musical impact in those games. Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to get any closer to you. Yeah, now we have to use the... Oops. The Lola's Melody one more time. It's the only song we have left. And the thing is, I wanted something a little more upbeat, because something soft like I would put in before probably wouldn't trigger the, you know, this trap. So let's go for something a little heavier than I usually put in. Whoa! Apparently he's become like... Oh god, no. No, flashbacks to a horrible movie. He's like Ghost Rider! Minus the horse. Or the bike. Ugh. And... yeah. That's it. That's your final boss fight. This game finds new ways to disappoint me every time I advance. Kara, why are you asking obvious questions? Humans. Humans hate. That's kind of what we do. There's not really much of a way around it. And I know that's a very cynical, you know, kind of thing to say, but in a lot of aspects it is quite true. It's not the only thing humans do, but a lot of the time, especially in a game like this, that's usually one of the driving forces of the plot, is someone hates someone else, or some group hates another group, or some race hates another race, you know? Just kind of a standard kind of master plot used in a lot of RPGs and video games in general, really. Just experienced somebody caught on fire and burned alive, and you're not regretting this at all, are you? Let's go find the 5th statue. Okay. And that's kind of dark. Anyway, let's use our item here and put it in the 6th location. Oops, and there was a sound from the entrance, and I can walk all over him and not catch fire. Yay! If we'd come in here earlier and played the flute, those things would have activated, and we would have, you know, had an idea of what was going to happen. But I figured it was better to wait and get a little upset at how the game was going to play out. Oh, that's new. Well, I'm going to go heal first, so give me a second. Alright, here we go. It's boss time. Well, I'm spoiling the fact that there's a boss in here. Yeah, it's boss time. No boss fight against the jackal. Instead, we get a mummy. And let's go up here. Now, you attack her, and definitely make sure you have this equipped. And she splits, and you try and avoid getting hit by them. and eventually they will reform, and you'll be able to hit her again. Now, my favorite way of doing this is to go like this, and hit her again, avoid getting hit here. Ow, ow, no! These warp you up here, which is not the ideal way of dealing with her. Just hit you there. Ow. Moving into the enemy's attack. If you get cornered, kind of like that, you can just use your, whatever that is, your aura there. No. And, you know, avoid damage that way. Now, always avoid her attacks. You don't want to stand too close to her. And, yeah, basically do that. Make sure you get your hit in. Try and avoid getting hit too much. This is probably my least... Ow! That's not what I wanted. Yeah, and she also has another form that she'll split into, which... Ah, damn. No! Now, it's hard to see on YouTube because of the way they do their, you know, compressing and all that. I know I've seen other people try and do it too. But one of those guys is a little more solid than the others. So that's the one you're trying to hit, and then she'll reform. Alright. And try not to get hit too much. I'm not particularly good at this boss fight. It's probably, you know, other than the vampires, it's probably the hardest one for me to do. And that includes, you know, the boss of the game, which probably should have ran there. No! Hit the... Really? Did I seriously just miss? How did I miss? Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to miss. Ow! There we go. Ah! At this point in the boss fight, I find it's easier to stay on the top because it gives you the... Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Because it gives you the option to drop down should you need to. And this gets us the 5th mystical statue. And apparently the guy is burnt all the way to death now. A voice from the flute? Excuse to play more kick-ass music! No. So, in other words, it's your father's voice. You've done well, my son. Now come, join me on the dark side. The tower. You want to be a little more specific? I've been to a few towers already. Which tower is that? The key to the fate of humanity. Wow, they're trying to make this seem really, really epic without really doing anything to make it seem epic. Huh. That we don't... Well, I don't think anybody knows about it because the game hasn't told us yet. Or even implied it, really. Anyway, we're going to head back to where the game was referencing at the very start, the place we've never been before. Yet we're going back. Meh. Going to the Tower of Babel. And of course Neil's built another airplane just in time to take us over there. Great. Now, do not talk to Neil because this is a point of no return. Now, hopefully... Yes, I got all 49... Well, there's 50 jewels. There's 49, and talking to Neil is the point of no return, which is kind of counterintuitive. It'll make sense in a bit, but this is the only time, or this is pretty much the last point, so I'm going to make a backup save here, and yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Yeah, there's nothing else we can really do at this point, so, you know, there's only 2 things really left, and that's getting the final red jewel and talking to Neil. Anyway, well, that's nice, and Kara and Eric were going to go back to South Cape. Real inspiring. Yeah, so yeah, talking to him immediately instigates, you know, this sequence, and there's nothing we can do about it at this point, which is kind of unfortunate, really. Kind of wish they'd give us a little more free reign of the world at the end. Not that we really can do anything, but, Eh. Here we are, the Tower, or over Babel, the Tower of Babel. And we get Happy Town music while flying over a Tower of Death. Okay, sure. Apparently he's going to be president of the world, too. A long time. Well, you're basically sending him to his death, so yeah, probably. I'm sure I'll be there soon enough. Everyone found something. Yes. Lance met Lily and found his lost father. Neil took over his parents' company. Kara became a person instead of a one-dimensional annoyance. And he's going to leave. We're going to leave out the fact that Seth found something too. He found death. And of course, Eric is the master of really, really stupid lines in this game. Yes, just like Eric. Okay. Huh? Huh? Right? Kara, what are you planning? What are you thinking about? And of course we have parachutes too, so we don't even have to land the plane. And kamikaze, and you can hold down the button and charge, your parachute there. Just like you always could before and everything else. And yes, there is a second one behind. That is not, the screen looping on each other. So, yeah. Someone followed us. I wonder who it could possibly be. Time stood still. Okay, here we have the Tower of Babel. And, oh, so apparently he found the flute here. Is there anything left here that he missed last time? Of course there is. He's inept to the end. Well, I guess inept to the beginning, but yeah, he missed that on his first trip, so... Hold up. Yeah, I still have the aura on. Oh, well, that's good. I will... Ooh, spikes. I don't want to run into those, so let's just shimmy by here. And... What's that? Ow. Something fell from the flute. What is it? You're kidding me, right? A concept that made no sense from the start of the game apparently had meaning toward the final dungeon. How do you figure? Hidden there. You thought it was a decoration. It wasn't really hidden if it was a decoration. But your inventory is full. Okay, let's get rid of the red jewel. And yeah. And now we get great music. And look at that! It stopped my sparkling gem from running away. Haha, the crystal ring. Now, I don't think it actually tells you, but in order to get through here, we need to equip the crystal ring. And then go this way. Oh no. Please, no, anyone but her. Crap. Yes, she followed us. Never meet again, huh? Why do you have to follow me? Why have you followed me since the start of this game? You just felt like it, and that's been your entire character motivation throughout this entire game. Don't tell me the game's writers are going to try and work that into the plot somehow. Please, they couldn't possibly do that. Oh yeah, how did she get through that door? Like, I don't know, I think I was supposed to talk to the force field again, but you need the crystal ring in order to get through that force field. Oh yeah, way back, well, about a third of the way through the game, on the Incan ship, she stole the crystal ring off of the mummified queen's finger. And then that started the whole process of the that big fish, the Riverson, attacking and eating Seth. Dark blue. Oh, so they're yin and yang kind of deal. Apparently Will understands, but the player doesn't. Not unless the player's played before. Anyway, now we have full reign with both of these idiots. And let's talk to this thing. Can I talk to this thing? Okay, apparently I can't talk to that thing. Okay, sure. The evolution of living things took a long time. Well, yeah, it's a very long process. Uh-huh. Oops. Spirits of the stars. Oh, spirits or demons. Either one is fine. Oh, apparently there's both of them, not just they were called this one and called that one. They both exist. Highest form of consciousness. So, in other words, it's a god. The Earth will evolve beyond imagination. Okay, sure. And only one way to go, so let's go this way. And let's talk to you. Time races by. Apparently we're not human. I don't know how that happened, but it has, apparently. Go figure. Evolve by light. And by light, they're referring to the light of the comet, which even from, thousands of kilometers away, millions of kilometers away, they still happen to have an effect on individuals on the planet, causing them to evolve. Put them to sleep before you can go on. And now begins the boss gauntlet. And we'll be starting that next time because the video is long enough. But yeah, we have a nice long boss gauntlet to end off the game, which is pretty interesting actually, though I would have preferred if they had, done it a little differently, but oh well, we'll get to that next time. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.